Well, Merry Christmas to one and all. We're still alive and awake and barely kicking in the morning. I suppose I have to be grateful that it is Christmas morning. Of course, I could be going at this thing the Scrooge or Grinch way and just saying, here comes another Christmas. Yeah. Or I could be a miserable, sorry son of a bitch and say to myself that this Christmas day is like any other and should be treated like a regular day. Magic unless you're already off, and there's no anticipation of anything. It just is, and I have to deal with it as is. And that's the thing concerning about being a griever and mourner and then being a very depressed kind of person because days like this just doesn't mean anything anymore. It's kind of a horrible, ugly thing to think about, I'll tell you that much. I mean, here it is, Christmas morning, December 25th, 2022. It's about 5:45 in the morning. I'm not even wide awake yet, but I had to be because it's Christmas morning. As a young kid a long time ago, I looked forward to a morning like this, Christmas morning, and just be jumping for joy because of it. If I hadn't been thrilled about the day, if I hadn't been thrilled about anything about it, I'd be looking at it thinking, oh, good Lord, well, what have I got to deal with today? Why do I got to deal with today? As an adult, I'm feeling like that older and older. The more time keeps creeping past, and the more I keep trying to hold on to the Christmas memories of way back in as a kid compared to what I am right now. It's harder and harder for me to deal with the magic these days. Especially when you got nothing to look forward to except other tasks ahead of me and then possibly a final path. Yeah, talking about the final path on a day of birth, a day of renewal, when I'm hearing life happening in the apartment complex. There's a couple of units around here just freaking out because they are opening things up this early in the morning. I was trying to recall that later in life as an adult, Ma, Dave, and I were just getting older and more relaxed about it. I mean, very more relaxed about it that afternoon or even evening we opened up the presents on a Christmas day instead of in the Christmas morning. What was usually done when I was a kid. Waking up as a kid, that was all that mattered. Tearing open the packages and then see what was going on and get stuck dealing with garbage duty. Somebody had to take care of the wrappings. Yeah, that was my job. Get older and slower. You know, the holiday season, yeah, as long as you're spending it with the family and there's supposed to be something. I mean, I guess I got programmed into expecting packages underneath Christmas trees. Every time it's supposed to be a Christmas tree, there's supposed to be a wrapped package in there of sorts. You know, a mysterious package wrapped. I don't even have that. I don't even rate that these days. I'm not even alive or awake yet for this stuff in the morning. You get older, you get slower, and you take your time. The youth will tear things apart at this time of the morning. It's the older generations will look at the stuff and say, yeah, let it be for the youth, let them have fun with it. Us older farts, well, we know better. I keep asking myself, do I actually know any better? Not really. Am I doing any better? Not really. I'm hanging in there. That's the only thing I can do is hang in there. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the age of my enemy right now. Used to be alive and kicking, and I don't know, closer I is getting to that point of the final path that either I take it voluntarily or it's going to take me voluntarily, one way or another. But every day is going to be just like that, expecting it. It's not saying that I'm going to be committing myself to an actual action here. It's just set the junk I leave behind, some memories I take with me. And the other stuff I'm leaving behind, well, it's all covered with roaches. Even the memories. Roaches remind me of individual Grinches, disruptors of the whole thing. Scrooges would be the behavior of the people. Krampus, well, a reminder that every day is going to be a picture perfect Christmas day or picture perfect Christmas morning. Where you feel the excitement, you feel the tension, you feel the drama, you feel everything. Everything's so wound up tight inside of you. You just have to keep doing what you got to keep doing. How I feel. Old and worn out. Yeah, I tried making a video last year concerning about the holiday season. How I'm supposed to be feeling about it and looking at it compared to this year. I mean, last year dealing with the pandemic and then closed, but also feeling with the depression and everything else kicking in. So now it's almost like resolution. There may be other fun things for people for them to do. I wanted to look forward to them only if I could do them or afford to do them again. When I got older, the times that Dave and I would look forward to, oh, let's see, it's about 5, 6, 7 times going over to Disneyland. And we would look at New Year's as our own Christmas present to ourselves. Surviving surviving the previous year and bringing in a new year and hoping that would not scare the living daylights out of us, and yet it comes across it would be scaring the living daylights out of us anyway, one way or another. But we deal with it. But we had fun. And then we hear it from Mama. I guess she wanted to go with us, but she figured it was a boys' night out anyway. Boys go off, go crazy, just don't spend as much. Well, she had to be the worrier of the money, and I didn't blame her. I kept thinking about pricing too. How much could I really afford to buy and go crazy? And David just wanted to go crazy. He wanted to celebrate like crazy. But it was Christmas that we tried to get chintzy with ourselves. Ourselves inside, not to mention pocketbook, but buy and save as much as you can and then go crazy on the damn credit card and use it until next year. Until you rent up another room and celebrate another New Year's. But Christmas Day, here it is. Nevertheless, here is my Christmas Day. And what would be the presents? Have more roaches. Have more roaches hiding in different places where they have to be, driving us crazy. driving me crazy. I'm not looking forward to this. Sunday and I haven't done much work all week, only because I have been feeling it inside. Not the Christmas excitement, but also a bit of dread because I hate dealing with an obnoxious guy who is impatient of getting this place sprayed. Guy's in his 20s, almost obnoxious as hell, and just irritating the crap out of me. Maybe I'm seeing myself in a mirror, and it pisses me off that I was in him right now like that. But just not thinking and understanding how the older folks feel. But the young guy looks at the challenge and wants the old farts to move faster. I'm sorry, but us old farts are slowing down a bit in our age. A lot of things take into effect. We take it old and slow because we don't want to rush things. We don't want to rush the mark of time. We don't want to rush anything else. We don't want to feel that we're missing out on everything when we actually had everything we've gone through. How am I feeling this morning? Old and worn out. Old and worn out. It doesn't mean I'm going to be committed to anything. It's just I'm feeling old and worn out. Only because I'm trying to deal and trying to cope with what today is. And today is Christmas. Christmas is for the youthful heart. They can look at exciting things and brand new things and stuff wrapped and unwrapped. Because they can go crazy over this stuff too. Not exactly share it with everybody else, just they get it and they're going to hog it like crazy. And go crazy on other people for taking away their cheer and war over it. I've seen too much of that too. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the age. I'm feeling how it's doing to me. I'm feeling how things are not as I think they should be, or maybe they should have been. And I'm just old and worn out about it. Maybe I'm really disappointed about not finding packages or finding something special. I know Christmas is supposed to be the meanings and everything else we're throwing into it, and I know about the secular definitions about this holiday, how we're supposed to be appreciating a birthday. But we're all in on it. We're all in on it. We're allowed to celebrate a birthday. And we go crazy with our own traditions concerning about a guy in a red and white suit peddling his ware, traversing in different vehicles or the same vehicle, and just showing us how things are going and doing. We can have the fanciful images of what Christmas means, what it really means to us, how we're dealing with it, how we're looking at ourselves in the mirror and trying to understand it. We get older, we're stuck with the memories. We're stuck with the memories and the feelings of long ago, of how the holiday season actually means or meant to us a long time ago. We're stuck with those images and memories of how we were as a kid and how we want that back so we can express it with everybody else. But when you wake up and it feels like it's just a regular day, nothing special. All the lead up was all the time spent for that time, for that special moment. And you're feeling the Christmas spirit theoretically and being happy and hoppy and joyful and everything else. And then all of a sudden, when the day comes, it's like, oh, good Lord, now what? That's what it feels like today. That's what it feels like today. Now what? I feel like the day's already passed. The magic's already gone. The images and stuff are here while everybody else is in their youth enjoying today. I'm not. I'm really not. I can look back to pictures in my head or even online, and I can see how today is. And I'm finally realizing how old I am. Not almost just in the physical, but inside. I think the kid went almost permanently asleep and just not dealing with the awesome morning of it all. No, I'm not. I'm dealing with the morning that it's almost coming to my last. Almost. And there'll be one Christmas morning that either we won't wake up to, but it will be the last. And I'm realizing that more and more. As a kid, you don't think of these things, but you're getting older and older in your life, yeah. And it's alright. I imagine every day would be Christmas in heaven. I imagine everything else up there would be meaning the same. If I could capture a little bit of that magic again, just for one more thing, what would I want? I know a lot of us would say, a lot of grieving people would say, we want the people back. I said, no, not me. I want to take care of the things I need to take care of. I want it to be published. Just tell myself I was a writer at one time. I wanted to be an explorer again. Try the wonder of it all. Be on a cruise ship. Instead of going back over to an amusement park and reliving all the memories over there, I think I'd trade it in for a cruise ship. Well, with everything going on with the cruise ship industry, it's insane enough anyway, so. But I'd still like to see just something I hadn't seen before. It's people look for something on a cruise ship. Maybe it's the food or something like that. Not me. Oh, you go to the bow and you look forward. Not looking back. You're not looking at the party. You're looking at that moment where you're being taken to. It's just not the destination you're looking forward to. It's the journey. And I can honestly say that would be something worthwhile to look forward to. That would be something. That'd be a Christmas gift for myself. I'd love to have. Yeah, 3 is okay. 3 days. 7 week be better. Longer than that if I could afford it. Something without the damn bugs. You keep messages short and sweet. Not doing a long monologue here. Only because I need to keep talking this stuff off my chest. I need to keep telling myself this is needed, this is important. We humans make up the holidays necessary to make things important to us, whether it be secular or historical or hysterical in nature. I like today, as if nothing changed. I should have, but hadn't. So I'm stuck with it. I'm stuck with it. Day like today, I can look forward to something. I can look forward to either absolute misery or just contemplation. I guess today's going to be contemplation day. I've been absolutely miserable heading up towards this point. And yes, I felt the depression. I felt the mourning. I felt everything else kicking my ass during this time. Getting more and more depressed concerning about the damn roach situation. Non-stop it is. Never ending. I'm stuck with these bastards one way or another. I hate living with them. It's like a constant Grinch fest. And if there was anything nice and shiny and new, it'd be better if it was still wrapped up in still protective packaging because the roaches wouldn't get to it. But I'd still have need of it anyway. Or maybe be put into a box which would be making into a home for these little sorry sons of bitches. How's that for waking up to a Christmas morning reality check? See, people would be pissed off or wondering how come I'm not jumping for joy like I used to be as a kid. Well, I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid. I'm getting older and slower. Trying to move it as fast, but my body won't let me. And my spirit's getting tired. I tried fixing myself a meal yesterday. Didn't do it right, but I'll do it right today, hopefully. Everybody would go crazy over ham or turkey. Me, I went crazy over a pork shoulder. I was seeing some videos on YouTube about how to make carnitas. I didn't do it the way they did it. I just did experimentation on mine. A big, huge, short boulder. Ugh. I had to cut the meat in half. Put half of it in the refrigerator. The rest of the half, slather it up with spicing on it. Too much pepper. Too much pepper on the skin. And season it up with orange juice, a bit of lime, a bit of lemon, and a bit of a citrusy taste to it. Throw in some onions. Maybe I should have had some au jus or something from Lipton's onion soup mix. That would have been adding flavor to the meat. Then I would be able to eat that kind of flavor in the meat. Not really. I taste a little bit of it, but there was still pork flavoring. And for the carnitas, they're telling me that I'd have to have a little bit of the juice. Well, I made too much juice in the damn thing. So I'll put a little bit of juice this time and just let it cook by itself. But I got cooked pork today, so we'll try it in the morning. I'll try it in the morning. Do the other meat on it. And just enjoy today's meat. I've got tortillas. I can make myself some tacos as long as I've got the things cooked right. And then I can feel like today would be special enough for that kind of a meal. What I miss? I miss Mexican food, refried beans, Spanish rice. You can't have a good taco meal without that kind of stuff, or at least chips and salsa. When I start looking forward towards the meal instead of the day, it kind of shifts things around. But I guess maybe the meal is the present from the day to me. Then I'm trying doing something new and odd. Maybe then I'll be able to feel a little bit of this day. The magic of it, the anticipation. Anticipation of a good meal. I haven't had one in a hell of a long while. A roasted turkey coming from an oven. Or a ham warmed up. A honey baked ham. And served with potato salad. Yeah, I guess that's not going to be that kind of a day for you. It's going to be an ad hoc day again, as usual. And just make things up as I go and then try to deal with it as best as I can. I did say about it in the last video, or other videos, about how crazy it was for me to order something regarding a Lego set. Toys of my youth. I could do a video on that, maybe. For right now, this old man is getting tired enough to go back to bed this early in the morning, while the rest of the world is bouncing up like crazy trying to enjoy their holiday season. Me, on the other hand, I'm getting tired of dealing with the damn fucking roaches. Are just hell bent on driving me nuts. And it tears apart a day like today because they're Grinches. And I'm subject to the Grinch's whims. Merry Christmas to one and all, and season's greetings.